Hey everyone, how we doing today? This is James Sweeney, aka SplitSuit, and welcome back to another video. And as part of the Ask SplitSuit a Question series, a couple people did ask hand history questions, and this one actually came privately to me via email. And I was just simply asked to review this 7-6 suited hand from 6 No Limit Online, so let's look at the hand and have some fun. Okay, so in this hand there's a limp, another limp, another limp, and another limp. Here decides to complete from the small blind with 7-6 suited. I would also do the same, but the big blind raises to 7, and there's a call, another call, another call, and another call. So in this situation, hero calls, and I would also be calling this as well. We are getting 6-1. We are closing action. There are multiple sources of implied odds. We do have to remember, if we think ahead, that when we call, there's going to be 42 big blinds in the middle. It's going to be about 2 to 2.5 SPR going post-flop, which means there's not going to be a lot of maneuverability and flexibility when it comes to playing draws and single pairs. But that being said, with multiple players involved, who at least a couple of them are likely fishy and offering some serious implied odds, it's going to be a situation where I'm going to call this as well. And again, we're getting a great price, even though we are going to have poor position, plus we're also going to have a small SPR pot. But like I said, going to be calling here. Hero ends up seeing this board, which is always nice. Check, bet for 21, fold, 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 and Hero decides to call the 21 big blinds. Okay, so I want to talk about this situation mathematically just for a minute and run it through a fold equity calculator real quick. So we can go back one tick, open up the FPP Pro Fold Equity Calculator, open up Equilab, and plug in some things. So in the Fold Equity Calculator, we just need a few pieces of info. The effective stack that we'd be shoving is 96 big blinds. There is 63 already in the middle. We're facing a bet of 21 big blinds, and then we just need our estimated equity, which we can get from Equilab. So we plugged in our hand, we plug in the board, and let's just assume that our opponent is only going to have 10s plus in this situation when he gets it all in. Say that's pretty fair. Notice that we have 48% equity. Plug it in, calculate it, and notice that it's an all-in, it's a profitable all-in shove even if he never ever folds. Which means that I want to be shoving this. And part of the reason is if we do call and we brick the turn, what's the plan? I mean, we really can't face a shove from him and call it profitably. We are in a situation right now where we know the jam right this moment is plus EV. It's not super plus EV, but it's plus EV nonetheless. And this is just kind of what happens when you put yourself in a small SPR pot with a drawing hand. When you catch the draw, you normally have to play it very fast and aggressive, and I'd say this is a much better spot to. I mean, you don't even need him to be c-betting and then c-bet folding with something like ace-king. You're just totally fine in a situation just jamming this. So I'd say the call is not going to be the best play, that shoving here is going to be much more profitable, and you're able to eyeball this more profitably and more correctly when you practice using a fold equity calculator off the table and practice using Equilab a lot off the table. So the more off-table study you do with tools like this, the more easily you're going to be able to recognize plus EV situations where you can semi-bluff jam just when you're in real time simply by doing the practice off the table. So that all being said, let's look at the rest of the hand, because in this spot here it does call 10 of hearts in the turn, check, faces a committing bet of 60 big blinds, and here we are. So at this point we're getting 2.4 to 1 on a call. We only need 29% equity to continue just based on direct pot odds, and we have a ton of outs in this situation. We can catch a 6, a 7, a 4, a 9, any heart, and all of those cards will most likely give us the best hand like every single time. Now if we run this through Equilab and we plug in the 10 of hearts on the turn, you notice that against that 10s plus range, we have 43% equity. And it's I think pretty fair to say that he would have 10s plus in this situation. He would probably raise that over multiple limpers. He would definitely continuation bet that, and he would definitely bet the turn with that. So even against that pretty worst case realistic range, we still have 43% equity. So this is a pretty easy situation to continue. And Hero's fold to me just doesn't really make any sense. I think he got a little bit nervous for no reason, and again, probably hadn't worked through this stuff enough off the table to have that kind of stuff memorized and be able to quickly estimate his equity. So what I would suggest is Hero in this hand definitely spend some time off the table working with a fold equity calculator, working with Equilab, and getting this stuff kind of internalized and memorized so that in real time he's able to utilize it and able to make better decisions. So Hero, thanks for the great hand, and if you or anyone else has a poker-related hand or question, feel free to leave it on our Google Plus page. I'll leave a link for that in the description box. And please make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this type of video as well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Otherwise, good luck out there, and happy grinding.